So you just walk around untethered, though, by thinking about what could happen to you in the next few minutes?
Yes. I understand
I don't feel
that's
like that.
quite different.
Oh my God.
I did make a face, I think.
Now you know what it's like to be a woman. Alright. Thank you for being patient. Sorry.
We're 6 minutes early, dude.
Oh. Hell fucking yeah. Let's go.
Oh, we're going?
Oh, I don't know.
We started? Was that you starting?
Well, that was just like yeah. I guess it's now the start of the show.
All right, welcome to KFC Radio.
That's a very, like, you know, I for us too, like, starting the show like that, like, in an awkward way. Like,
It checks out.
It makes
tracks.
sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the KFC Radio. Nope, it is the Barstool Sports Network, KFC Radio.
It's another edition.
Another edition of KFC Radio. There it is. I'm going to start the show.
Did you think that you, like, that sounded right to you? Like, you ate that intro?
God, no.
Okay.
No. I'm aware.
Yeah,
I'm aware of how I sound. But I'm going to start the show with perhaps my hottest take to date. And last Wednesday's show, we were recording it right when we started, the Time magazine top 100 influential podcast list had just come out. I looked at it, I saw it, I was like, that's crazy that, like, part of my take's not on there, spitting chicklets. And there was a little voice in the back of my head going, say KFC Radio. And then another voice going, don't say that, they'll laugh at you. And I've spent the last 5 days thinking about it. I think if we're having an honest discussion about, and I don't think, like, Time left us off, because I don't think it's, like, stuff that's talked about. I think we're having an honest discussion about the top 100 podcasts, influential,
okay.
Not successful. That probably part of the reason I didn't say is reckoning with that we didn't really keep pace. But, like, 100 influential, I think KFC Radio belongs on it. And I've thought about it for 5 days.
Okay.
And I want you guys to, like, red team me. If you don't believe in what I'm saying, fucking question me.
Okay.
1, Dan Katz's first podcast. I think that alone, honestly, God, I think that alone, I think Dan is so important to the world of podcasting that being his first podcast alone gets you in the top 100.
Yeah.
So I think part of my take's top 5. So I think that's probably top 100. However, on top of that, I think it was Dave's introduction to podcasting. I believe I remember hearing the story that Dave emailed Kevin, like, hey, this is a really good idea or something like that.
Yeah.
So Dan, Dave, it is, as far as I know, it is the founding member of the Barstool Sports Podcast Network, which, again, as far as I know, was at one time the biggest in the world, or at least one of the biggest in the world. 4, we were doing live shows during the Obama administration. That's a fucking long time ago.
Yo, so was that when you were doing live shows? Was that, like, a thing that people...
all of this, too, I want to be clear about another thing, is I don't know podcast history.
Wait, you're actually... Again, I don't know podcast history either. I'm already sold, and I shouldn't I'll like keep giving me your arguments, but I feel like you're making some good points.
I feel like I'm making good points, right? Good points. So wait,
do you guys feel like?
Yeah. Where did I leave off? What was that? Oh, live shows.
That's really how fast.
And not like we were doing live sold out shows at the Wilbur, 2 shows a night. I think November. You can check on that. I think it was November 2016, which I believe Obama was still in office. Then Saturdays for the Boys, I feel like we get credit for that, right?
Yeah.
That I don't know that started things, but, like, it certainly was at the front of 6 or 7 years where everyone was trying to turn a mildly interesting quote into a merch line.
Yeah.
like we had probably 6-7 years straight of that.
And it put Barstool, I feel like, on the map.
I think it was a pretty big thing for but we're just talking podcasting right now.
Yeah, but put Barstool, the podcast company, on the map, which, like...
No, I think part of my take did that.
Okay.
I think Saturdays for the Boys was more just merch stuff, but part of my take was already big by then.
But like, giving Barstool the platform, like, Saturdays for the Boys blew up, therefore, ergo, Barstool blew up.
Yeah.
Therefore, all the brands blew up. Of course, like, Pardon My Take had its own success, but Saturdays for the Boy or Saturdays for the Boys is you.
I would imagine. I wasn't involved in the meetings, but I would certainly think it changed the way we approached merch. Yeah. At least it looks like that. Tracing back through history, it looks like it changed the way. It looks like at least Barstool and I think podcasts as a whole went like, we gotta have merch lines for everybody.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if that was the first one, but it was certainly towards the early stages of it, which I think is what influences. And then lastly, if you ask the biggest comedians in the world what the most important podcasts to them were, they'll say Rogan and KFC Radio. And I can only say that confidently because I've heard Shane, Burt, and DeStefano say it. Mm-hmm. I would guess Schultz and Barkatzi would say something similar. There are probably others that I'm missing. But I think we were at the front of what then became like a 5 to 7 year comedy boom in the world.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Am I crazy? I think those things get you in an honest conversation about the top 100 influential. Right?
Yeah, well, I actually totally agree. I'm not even trying to I was hoping to kind of be no, you're
I was hoping people would be like, no, too. Who would be like, no? Is there people here who would be like, no? Like, would Gaz know?
Well, I think you're right on this. The key word is influential.
Oh wait, I forgot another one.
Go.
Answer the Internet.
Yeah.
Answer the Internet was a half-hour show of the funniest people in the world doing dumb hypotheticals. And again, I'm not saying people saw that and were immediately we got to replicate that. But we did that 6 years ago. Now I can't turn a corner in Barstool without someone on the social team holding the phone up and going, who eats hot dogs faster or whatever, right? They're all things that we did a long time ago. So again, I think, I'm not saying we I'm not pounding my chest being like, it was us. But if we're talking about what influence is, and we were early on we were on the forefront of a lot of that, I would think that's influence, right?
I don't even think top 100 is a question. What top do you think it should be in? Because I feel like top 100, that's so many podcasts. It's definitely top 100.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say it's top 50, but I don't know other podcasts. So someone who knows podcasts could be like, you're a fucking moron.
But there are podcasts on there that have existed for a month.
I also think that, yeah, and I think that, okay, and I could be completely wrong on this too. I feel like Call Her Daddy was when she got the Spotify deal, that was kind of the first time that I feel like so many people were like, oh, you can make serious money off of this. You can make movie star money off of this. And since then, there's been I feel like a million podcasts that have emerged. Call Her Daddy, you guys were, obviously you were the first podcast at Barstool. You started it. You had the platform of hypothetical, and then you were the kinds of again, I did not know the podcast. I swear I'd never say this word, but landscape. I didn't know that at the time, so maybe that's where but I feel like you guys having voicemails, having that brought the hypotheticals, that brought the sex talk, that brought the
we were doing sex talk with Asa Akira before Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was. I don't know. I keep thinking about it where I'm like, everyone's going to laugh at you. Everyone's going to say you're a loser. But I think I'm right. I think it would be in the top 100.
I think Una has a really good point that it's actually probably more than top 100.
I don't even think it's a question. I literally don't top 100 most influential. There's podcasts that have been on there for 2 months. What could that have influenced?
Yeah, I didn't even look at the list. Obviously, I just know what people said about it. But I think if we're and I'm not time fucked us. I just don't think these are things that we really put together and acknowledge.
Yeah.
But I think if we did put them together and acknowledge it, I think we belong top. I think I might say top 50
at
too.
Least, at least, yeah.
And I had nothing to do with any of it. That's why I'm confident saying it. This is all Brendan and Kevin Clancy's ideas. But
your Saturdays are for the boys. You're the second host. What do you mean you don't have anything to do with it?
Well, it's not that I don't have anything to do with it. It's just I kind of just sit here and talk, and they were other people's ideas.
Okay, I'll raise the red flag a little bit. Technically, we made the argument that 9/11 is the reason that, or some other person made the argument that 9/11 is the reason that women are getting.
Joked, yeah.
Jokes,
No,
exactly.
I think that was me who made that argument.
Yeah, exactly. So I also just heard I said woman. I said woman. I said it wrong. Whatever. But technically, it's like you can make the argument one thing leads to another with a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah.
However, I think you're right. I think it's probably top 25 most important.
All right, now we're getting out of hand here.
I don't know. Like, now that we make the
problem with
argument.
trying to think of the list is I can only name like 10 podcasts. So,
Yeah.
I like, obviously, Rogan. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to do a list of like, we all know what the ones that really should be on it. But if we're talking fringe, I think, it was like one of those things too, like when I didn't say it, I was like, you don't want to say it about yourself. And then I don't know, I don't think anyone said it. So I was like, well, there is truth to it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let me ask you this. When you became a podcaster back 13 years ago, were you like, oh, like, I'm such a cliche, I'm a white guy podcasting. Sorry, no offense.
No, not at all. But I guess that's a great question. That didn't exist. That stigma absolutely didn't exist. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, it was the podcast, like, that word, it existed. It absolutely existed. Because Rogan existed, Kevin James existed, I think Simmons existed. I'm sure there are a million that I don't know about because I wasn't really listening to them. But like, we were not going to say we were the first. But it wasn't like there are too many podcasts in the world. That certainly wasn't the vibe.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think Kevin asked me, I think I would imagine on Google, on GChat, like, hey, you want to record a show with me tonight or something like that? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I didn't know I don't even know if he used the word podcast. He might have, I don't remember. But, yeah, because it wasn't really like I honestly don't remember. But, like, I don't know if Apple Podcasts existed. I think it did. But, like, we would record on GChat. So I just don't, I didn't know. And then I think it would go on YouTube. I think it would go on GChat too. I'm sorry, on an Apple thing. There was also like a tool, I guess you'd call it, like a Windows tool that you would, like, back in the day, it was like you put it in like a sidebar. So like if you went to Barstool Sports at the time, like KFC Radio got to play.
Okay.
Because like it would automatically start on the side. And like podcasts were going into weird places like that. So I don't know if they were going on actual like Apple iTunes or anything. They must have been. I just don't know.
I remember, this is a Nick Hamilton question. Nick Hamilton, and I remember visiting it to try and download the early ones, but it was some weird like third like side.
Yeah, it might have been on. I forget. There were other podcast networks that we used to be on. It could have been just on that. I forget. But whatever. The point is, I don't think I'm crazy. It's at least like I'm not getting laughed out of the room to bring that up.
No, but I don't know if I'm biased. So
I know that's the other thing. It's like the person who's constantly scared of her job and the two people who want a job.
Yeah.
Good. They all agree with me. Nice.
No. Like maybe we should ask a third party, but I feel like that's a completely sound argument. I think, again, keyword influential. Like you can't, especially kind of what I was saying before. Like we kind of forget that the stigma for podcasts now it's like, oh, everybody's starting a podcast. Stigma before used to be, oh, two white men. Don't let them have microphones.
Yeah,
like they're gonna start.
That might have been because of us,
and it might have been because of you guys.
like we gotta get these two to stop fucking talking.
Yeah, like we're not saying your influence was good. We're saying there is influence, and now it's like everybody has a podcast. But yeah, like you guys were spinning your bullshit from the start.
Thanks.
No offense. I feel like I'm trying to bring you down a bit.
That's good. I was hoping. I still. I don't know. I've thought about it for like 5 days, and I don't think I'm wrong. But I could be revealing myself as the most delusional narcissist to ever exist. But
first of all, I don't think that you're capable of that. I physically don't think that you are. I think that we'll know in the comments.
Yeah. This episode's titled "Is KFC Radio a top 100
No, it's gonna be titled. We're like KFC Radio is officially a top 100 podcast. Don't check the list.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because
influence, not with success,
and not good influence. Like whatever. But
there was also like I'm being self-deprecating. There's also a lot of fucking success too.
No, I again, I'm not even gonna try and like keep glazing, as a kid say. But
That's crazy.
whenever I think that's crazy in my head, I say, no, that's crazy. Oh, I didn't say that right. But I have it the way that you say it in my head. I love that. Because you say it with me, influence. No, I also think as an early listener 7 years ago, you could say that, like, well, yeah. I mean, I felt like you guys were kind of the only podcast. I guess I'm biased, so it's not gonna, whatever. But you guys were like one of the only podcasts that I knew about. I kind of felt like I scoured, and like my friends knew about you guys, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with that.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So we're all in agreement, though.
Okay, cool. But drop your comments below.
If you hit the comment section with your thoughts.
Yeah.
We'll be responding to them next week. All right, guys. What part of your body goes into the room first? Oh, it's your penis. It is. It's your penis. Blue Chew, it's not just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. A stronger, hotter, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Okay, Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't a supplement, it's an erection resurrection. And guys, this isn't just about performance, it's about legacy. Or perhaps you would say your third legacy. Yeah, you get it? Give her group chat something to talk about, because they're talking about it. They're texting about it, they're talking about it. So make sure your game is right. You know when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Okay, nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code KFC at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
What do you think, like, Saturdays are for the boys? Did you ever talk about that on KFC Radio, or was that just from the tweet?
Great question. I don't know. I think we talked about it. Kevin definitely financed it for the first month. Okay. He paid for, like, we did a helicopter.
What did you do on a helicopter?
And like, but like, Saturdays for the boys, I want to acknowledge, like, it needed Barstool and Dave to embrace it, to send it into another realm. But we influenced them into embracing it. This is what influence is, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think.
I feel like you're making me question, like,
because I just want, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm kind of crazy saying it, but I don't think I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong either. And also, a lot of the, like, hypotheticals that are the internet speak, I feel like came from your guys.
But like those as well. Yeah, that's what I meant by, like, answer the internet. Yeah. But like, not all way. I don't even know if any of them. Very few of them did we come up with. But we certainly, like, influenced and popularized them and all that shit. Because, like, again, like, if Answer the Internet was, you know, didn't get views, then I wouldn't use this argument. Yeah. But, like, it wasn't, does a tree that falls in the forest making, like, a sound. Like, they were getting, like, millions of views for, like, 3 years straight. It was, honestly, when Answer the Internet was really humming, it was, like they do 1 million views overnight. They would do, like, and I'm not talking about TikToks. I mean, like, YouTubes that it was doing numbers that, like, Surviving Barstool All-Stars would kill to get. Yeah. And couldn't sell it, though. Couldn't figure out how to sell it.
First of all, lest we not forget, I was editing it during that time. Huh? I was editing it during that time, so maybe it's my sick editing
Your skills. Influence as well, of course.
So, I mean, I actually think it's possible that I can't quite remember if when I started editing it went downhill or it was during the Millie view. It's possible that the downhill was when I started editing. Influence.
It actually, and also a testament to how successful that was how long we did it, because I hated doing that show.
Yeah.
It was so uncomfortable. And it was like, oh, it does 3 million views overnight, so, like, we got to keep doing it. But that was not a fun show to do.
Like, dragging you guys into the green screen room. Because it's like after an interview, like, the last thing that you guys wanted to do.
The last thing you want to do, like, is ask them if they want to suck their dad's dick or some shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, would you rather fuck your mom or suck your dad's dick? Yeah. Go, Mark Wahlberg.
That kind of, like, died, and rightfully so. What was the second podcast at Barstool? Was it Pardon My Take?
It's hard to, like, really nail down, I guess. Yeah. Because I guess that's another point to it is, I think churning was interested in it. Obviously, Chernin bought Dave and Dan.
Yeah.
But I think they were interested in like the podcast network because I think that was taking off at the time. And I remember Dave like tweeting a picture from a meeting he had with them where he's like, they love our podcast network or something like that. And maybe all this in my mind is based on that tweet, and that tweet was being sarcastic and they actually hated our podcast network. Yeah. I don't know. But it was like at the time it was like KFC Radio, the Challengers podcast.
Yeah.
Wine with Kelly.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing PMT on that board, but they were definitely around because like PMT was started when we were in Millen still. So like maybe that board was just like right before PMT got started. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
They or maybe I'm just not remembering. Maybe they were on it. I don't remember.
I think just to I guess we've already said this, but if you could say that Barstool has had an influence on the podcast, I can't stop saying landscape. If you could say that Barstool has had an influence on podcasts, then KFC Radio, the first, like, if you guys had failed, like, if you guys started the podcast and then it, like, seriously sucked, and then Dave was just like, we're not going to do that bullshit.
Well, he kind of thought that.
Yeah, I know he
did.
Because
he definitely didn't like, he liked the idea of a podcast, and then he certainly didn't like the content. Like, he didn't like the dumb hypotheticals.
Yeah,
as you can, which is fine. But, like, Dave's never done content like that. He obviously doesn't like it.
Yeah, but then it got views, so then he couldn't ignore it, right?
Yes.
So then that gave him room to, like, once he let in you guys having podcasts, he was like, all right, I guess there might be some, there's a lot that he doesn't like here that, like, get a lot of views.
Yeah.
So then one podcast, the first podcast led to the second podcast, which led to the third podcast, which led to the fourth, but whatever.
This might be a fucking top 10 influential show. You're welcome, everyone tuning in.
Alex Cooper might have to say thank you.
Because if you could say that Call Her Daddy is an influential podcast, then you could say the Barstool is an influential, then you could say the KFC Radio. I think I stand by it, top 25.
I hope everyone hates this segment.
Yeah.
I hope it gets clipped by people and they're like, look at these delusional lunatics. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
It's also, like, ironically probably sucks as a podcast because we're like, maybe, I'm sorry, don't listen to us. Like, but then we just keep
I'm sorry.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, yeah. So what do you do with this information now?
I guess move on to topic 2. Who's Hoopify?
He's upstairs right now.
What, like, that was a question I had because we are all done with that topic, right? I don't think there's much more to explore there.
I mean, I think the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think that. Yeah. I think yeah. Like all the awards for you guys can come in. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be coming, but I just think
Until
I think
then?
if we're having an honest to God,
I mean, I think you're
down
selling.
talking.
I think even top 50. I think it's lower than that.
Fuck it. I think top 1.
Not to.
Give yourself a little pat on the back right now. Give yourself a little pat on the back.
I don't think I'm gonna do that, but
Never mind.
Yeah, but Hoopify. So I saw Hoopify.
Yeah.
I've seen him on Twitter a few times.
Yeah.
I assumed the way people were speaking about him in like quote tweets that he was like this mega star. I didn't know who he was. And then I thought he was like a TikTok star or something like that. And then I saw you posting with him, and I was like, wait, who is this guy?
I posted with him, so he cannot be a mega TikTok star. That's for damn sure.
Who is he?
I think he's a mega TikTok star.
Who is
Despite
he?
me having a video with him, I think he's pretty big.
Is he a star? Like, is he a TikTok?
He basically has this like formula that people have started copying, but he's been doing it for years. That's like the most easily make funnable thing, where he does a video where he like looks in the camera really close and he's like, did Baby Gronk Riz up Livy Dunn this weekend at blah 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 blah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, let's pull up a video.
Wait, before we go, I forgot 2 things. One, everything I say basically applies to Chicks in the Office too.
Oh yeah.
Cito they absolutely are a top 100 influential podcast.
1000%.
They were they were doing a chick podcast before it was even like, we need guys to stop doing podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, it was, the guy podcast hadn't taken off yet. Cito was already doing it. But lastly, 1 Minute Man.
Oh.
1 Minute Man like started like those direct to camera fucking videos that everyone, like, again, I don't know if it started. I'm not sure if they were like never existed, but it was as popular as it can be and continues to be as popular as it can be.
Yeah.
Which perfectly ties in because 1 Minute Man definitely created Hoopify. Definitely he is lineage of 1 Minute Man.
Yeah, that's true. And then I would also say, but then Hoopify took it and ran with it, and it's like his cadence that
it's how he talks.
He became influential because I almost think like, so you know Baby Gronk.
Yes.
And then did you ever see those videos that were like, did Baby Gronk Riz up Livy Dunn?
Yes.
Okay. That's it.
Wait, how did you
doing...
know exactly what she was saying, but not at all?
I said better.
Because you were, I just thought you were saying it like
babe.
he's doing it now, and I was like, why is that taking off now?
Oh,
like you're saying he did it like 5 years ago.
He's still doing it. Yeah, but I think he's also influential because
Hoopify might be top 10 influential podcasts.
his demo is like I think like 15-year-olds.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, he made a video about me rizzing up Baby Gronk one time like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. So, yeah, why don't we look it up? Jackie Nichols. But yeah, he like, I think what started it was, okay, we don't actually have to, like, this is, okay, I'm partly kidding. I think what started it, like, was people were so creeped out by his dead stare at the camera, and it almost looked like he was, like, people couldn't figure out if he was AI or not, because, like, he wouldn't blink the entire time. And so then people were just, like, all the comments were like, dude, like, why are you, like, you know, I can still see you staring at me in the comment section, like, type thing. Yeah, so then people just kind of, like, would comment, and then that would blow him up, and then all that jazz. But yeah, shout out 1 Minute Man. Shout out Hoopify.
Shout out Hoopify.
Did you meet Hoopify?
I don't think I've met Hoopify.
He's a pretty cool, normal person. Like, even though, despite like his robotic stare on the internet, like he's very normal.
He seems like a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to meeting him.
All right. That's our Hoopify segment.
All right, another segment we got here. What is the T app?
You explain. I feel like you would explain better.
I just know that like it was like
Hell
so that like dating apps, like it was like a Yelp for guys, but I think the creator of it like was really like just haphazard. So like everybody that signed up for it, you just find like their license on the internet.
All their data.
Yeah. Because like it was like
And what? I'm sorry. What was
it? Was
it?
like a Yelp for like guys dating, I think.
Oh.
Like you could just go and be like,
Oh, so it was like fucking God. What do we have?
Yik Yak? No.
Yik Yak. I was gonna say Jib Jab. Yes.
It was
Yak.
like that, and then all the data leaked, and so everyone's like can find pictures of all the like girls who were on it, and it's just like the most beat bitches you've ever seen. So it's like, fuck, like you guys are not making women look good right now.
Oh no.
And then the boys created a counter version called Box Score. Which is so funny.
Okay, I'm actually like not really up to date on all this, but it's like was it kind of like are we dating the same guy?
Yeah, but like more detailed. It'll be like, yeah, I don't know exactly, but it'll be like, yeah, this guy has bad breath, and it'll be like, oh, did he cheat on you? Like, you can like ask questions probably.
But what the fuck does that? Well, why does everyone need all that?
No, I don't think that.
I'm not saying like
I'm
anyone
not on
in here
it.
is
I don't
using
know.
it.
Yeah.
But just like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to?
No.
I think you know there is the plus side is like, oh, he's a sexual assaulter, and you can avoid a sexual assault if you know.
I get that argument, but like a sexual assault, you could probably find just on a simple Google.
You could,
where like the example you use, like he has bad breath. Like I'll figure that out on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if people are actually saying that, but I feel like the main thing that confuses me about it is girls are definitely just getting on it to like say that the guy they like sucks, so other girls don't talk to him. I feel like that's probably how people are using it.
But it also just doesn't apply. Like how you, I guess it does. Like how you acted in past relationships applies to your current one. But like how you acted in past relationships also has a lot to do with who you were interacting with.
Yeah.
So like if you're like, this person's crazy, like, well, yeah, you're probably crazy too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think it's probably like if you're going on it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I would imagine that would be a fun, if you really hated a guy and if he really dissed you, it'd be a fun little outlet to be like, fuck this guy. And you like can do it under the guise of like, I'm helping other girls like to whatever, to suss them out. That would probably be what it kind of turned into, is more just like a personal diary to vent.
Yeah.
I do not know. I was not familiar with it.
I just saw the screen grab or whatever that it was like. It was just like the maps. It was a map of the United States, and it was like, here are all the licenses that have been leaked in the T app, and it was just, you couldn't see the map. It was just like licenses everywhere, and I was like, what the fuck is this app? So it's basically just talk shit.
I have a
Sorry.
what?
I
My take is like there's a lot of girls being like, oh, the dating scene in New York sucks, like all that. We're scaring the girls. We're scaring the girls in relationships to stay in, because I've known people who are debating breaking up with their boyfriends. They're like, do I want to be single, whatever. But then they hear that the dating scene is so scary in New York that they're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like for the streets again. Like, it seems miserable out there. And then they stay with their boyfriends. Less of a pool for us to choose from. So we got to be saying, hey, like, the dating scene, guys, it rocks. It's so fun. They never talk about their crypto portfolios. They never talk about that.
You've had people like actually sit down and be like, so my crypto's doing well?
Yes. And that's like,
but you like finance guys, so like, yeah, that's
I don't
what
like
they're
finance
gonna
guys.
But you went through a phase. You talked about finance guys.
Yeah,
a lot.
I know. And then I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like that's probably a pretty good telling sign. Like, these finance guys keep talking about fucking finance.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like, I'm to blame. I'm asking for it.
I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, and then but like also like I had a guy who admitted 10 minutes in that he like was just like had gotten expelled for sexual assault.
Yeah.
And I was just like, do you think that this is going well?
I have a question for you guys. I saw a clip of Annie Letterman the other day talking about, she had like a box of leftover fucking mace pepper sprays from the Comedy Store. And she was just like, she's like, this is how scared women are. She's like, these are the ones we forgot to get. Like, she's like, these are all, they come in, they go to the not TSA, but they go to security at the Comedy Store. They say, pick this up on your way out. These are just ones they forgot. And I was like, dang, like, how scared are you? Like, on a day-to-day basis. Because she, like, in the clip, she's like, we're really scared of you. Like, honestly, is it super scary? Are you, like, regularly scared?
I actually feel like, personally, I've never understood walking on the street and being scared. Like, I feel like I don't let anybody, I'm probably going to jinx myself and get mugged, like, right after this, but, like, I feel like I don't let anybody in my perimeter. I'm not even understanding, like, how somebody would, like, come fight me, because I don't, like, I'm not going to let them near me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I personally, I probably have...
It's not fight. I've already chosen flight.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I've never been in a fight or flight response. I stay in flight.
I personally don't think that I have it in me to like be super scared, but I think I'm different.
I don't know if I'm super scared. I mean, the pepper spray thing is like, I don't need that, because if someone's to the point where I'm having to pepper spray them, it's over for me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
think
buy.
so. I think you're good. I think the pepper spray is gonna do a lot of the legwork on that one.
Definitely
I
don't give up.
I don't know. I feel like I would find the path of least resistance.
don't
and I
give
don't.
up.
Yeah. I don't know. This is about to be like the most pick me segment of all time, but it's like, I'm not that scared, but I also am like, I don't know. I feel like it just isn't. I feel like I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Is your fear of men or of like bad things happening? Like, is it specifically men, or is it just like when you're scared, are you thinking like, I'm scared of men, or are you like, I'm scared of getting jumped, and that's probably gonna be a man?
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm scared of getting
I'm not like
Yeah.
literally just scared of men existing. They're fine.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm scared of men, like, in general.
Yeah.
Depends on the time. Like, also, like, if it's at night and I'm by myself, like, on the subway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be scared. But I think it'd be weird if I wasn't like a little, just like, I don't know if "scared" is the right word. Just like on edge, maybe.
So
Yeah.
like if you're like having a conversation with a guy on a date, are you like, how am I gonna get out of this? Not like get out, but like, how am I gonna, like, are you scared of that guy, or are you just scared of guys?
No, well, I feel like I'm scared of human interaction,
Right.
like point blank, that I'm so consumed by like, does he think I'm weird? That I'm not even thinking about my safety. You know, like, I'm so self-conscious that I'm like, I just really hope he fucking likes me.
Yeah.
But that being said, sometimes if I'm like next to a really big, like tall, burly man, And it will occur to me, I'm like, oh, if he were to pin me down right now, like, I seriously wouldn't, like, I'd be fucked. I didn't mean that in a literal way.
You would absolutely.
So you guys, so like, again, it's not like a constant state, but like, you're kind of like in the wild with bears.
When I'm
Right? Like if I'm near a bear, I'm like, well, that guy if he tries to fight me, I'm pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like what you said, if I'm like, I'm not really scared of guys I'm actually talking to. I'm scared of like the random guy. Like if I'm talking to a guy on a date, like what you said, like if he tries to kidnap me, I'm still scared of if he likes me or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he does something insane, like hit me or something, I'll be like, did I react like weird to that? Like, is he gonna think I'm weird?
Did I react weird to the hit?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like,
He's gonna think I'm high
did he think I'm weird?
Like,
yeah.
oh, I made such a weird noise when he just punched me.
No, like exactly.
And I seriously, that was so crazy. I seriously think I would charm him into like not kidnapping me. I'd be like, but like, you know, Mr. Kidnapper, like, you can't, like, why don't we just go stop at McDonald's? And then we would have like a lovely night. I think like I could, you know.
You're like, I had Stockholm syndrome him.
I would stop. Yeah.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in with me, son.
yeah.
I feel like I could do like what Anna Kendrick did in that movie that's about the real story, where she just pretends to like him until she can like figure it out. That's what I would do.
The dating game?
No, the Woman of the Hour. It was based on a
Woman,
true
yeah, no,
story.
yeah. But that's the dating game. I just thought the movie was called The
yeah.
Wrong Thing,
I didn't really realize that was a true story until like recently. But
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Jackpocket. Our friends and our partners, in fact, at Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app, have made ordering official lottery tickets easier than ever. You can quickly order Powerball, Mega Millions, and even Scratchers, all from your smartphone. Jackpocket is safe, it's convenient, it's easy to use. It's got, like I said, it's got Powerball, it's got Mega Millions, it's got everything you really need in order to break it big, in order to get money, get rich. The Scratchers, you literally scratch them on your phone. If you're looking for that little itch, for that little dopamine hit, Scratchers right on your phone. You scratch it, very cool. Not scratch and sniff, I don't believe, but it does scratch. If you're new to Jackpocket, you can opt in and get $5 in lottery credits. And don't forget to use code KFC2, the number 2, KFC2 at sign up. Download the Jackpocket app today. Jackpocket.
Yeah, I guess to answer your question, I do, like you do, I do sometimes think about it, but
So you just walk around untethered though, by thinking about what could happen to you in the next few minutes?
Yes. I understand
I don't feel
that's
like that.
quite different.
Oh my god!
I did make a face, I think.
now you know what it's like to be a woman. Yeah.
Okay, so what could men do to make you guys more comfortable?
Well, first of all, wait, have you ever like do you get scared of getting jumped though at all?
No.
Like ever?
I mean, like,
Even like if there's a crazy man that's like,
I think I've had like one time on the subway probably
Yeah.
where it was like late at night and it was just me and a guy who had a knife out.
oh,
And I was like, and he was playing with, he was like cutting his own hand. And I was just like, oof, I hope he doesn't get mad at me. I hope he doesn't turn that knife in this direction.
Yeah.
But like we were in the same subway car, but we were like separated
Yeah.
into thirds. And I was
Yeah.
like, I got enough time to do
Make
stuff
a nice
here.
hit.
And I changed cars in the next stop too. But that was the only time I've ever done that.
what can you guys do and make us feel more comfortable? Probably just like stop raping.
Yeah.
That one's going to be a tough one, I think.
Yeah, I know.
I've raised that point at meetings, and the guys who are doing it seem pretty hell bent on they're
They
going to
don't
keep doing it.
Damn. Okay, well then, I don't know. Like at the very least, I don't know.
Okay. All right. So far today
I mean,
we
there's
got
just a few of you ruining it for the rest of you, and there's not much the rest of you
Couple
can do
bad
about
apples.
it. Exactly. Yeah.
Take another shot at the meetings.
take another
Yeah.
Try pitching it again.
like, guys. I think we can move on from the rape thing. You know, rabble. They don't
You
take it
can't
kindly.
take away our rape.
They don't take it kindly.
It's in the Constitution.
It's a very specific section of the theater, but they get riled up.
really riled up. No, I don't like it.
Okay, so what else we got today?
Should we do our other segment, our moment of silence segment?
Oh, sure.
Wait, what does it feel like?
Great question. Today was a scorcher in my head. And I felt like, I think I saw it was like an 83 day, and it definitely felt like 96. Okay. You know what? I would ask the class, like, if you guys agree. Okay, wow, well.
No, we said you decide.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes against, like, the whole feels like. Like, it's just got to be one person's feels like. Okay. You probably didn't have to erase, like, the whole thing.
I know. What the hell is that?
Oh, it's a sun?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have just done, like, the little corner thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
first of all, that's getting all over me. Okay.
It looks like the logo of Kumon.
Yeah,
Like touring
Crazy choose, like,
companies.
2 yellows also.
It's the sun.
Okay, yes, but, like, his sunglasses don't have to be yellow.
We're getting there.
Okay.
He's gonna be sweating a little bit.
Okay.
It's hot. 96.
Yeah, it's hot, 96.
Torture out here.
But he's the fucking sun.
Right, and then
There's some nerd-ass glasses.
yes. Yeah, I guess the sun's kind of dorky, right? I don't know.
What?
Yeah, 96.
Yeah, okay. That's
Boom.
beautiful.
96. Good segment.
We're like 69.
Do you want to know the real one?
Yeah, what is it?
90 feels like 94.
Oh, shit.
Would you say 92 feels like 96?
I thought it was 83 for some reason, but I guess I was not today it was actually when I looked 2 days ago, now that I'm thinking about it. So, 94, I kind of killed
Kind of
that.
nailed it, yeah.
Make me the new intern. Make me the new weather app intern.
Make me the new intern.
We don't need another one. We're full over here.
Jackie's like, great, success. Make me an intern.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence. I don't really have anything this weekend that I like. Moment of silence. I did go to church this weekend. I guess you have a moment of silence for Jesus.
For Jesus for dying on the cross.
For dying on the cross.
Okay, that's like kind of a really unoriginal moment of silence. That's like the whole point of church, but yeah.
I went to, it was my niece's baptism, so I went to church on Sunday.
Okay.
And I actually listened to the homily for the first time in I don't know how long. And it kind of struck me that religion's just superhero stories for adults.
Oh, wow. Great take.
Like, it's just a guy who can't die. And then they just keep teaching you life lessons. Like the Sunday homily was just about how listening is important. And I was like, yeah, no, I know. I heard about that one.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you need the weekly checkup, good, keep going. But like the priest, I was like, why is he talking like I'm a toddler? Like,
Yeah.
he was like, and and talking to God's important. But do you know what's more important than talking to God? Listening to God. I was like, yeah, that's what I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Give me my fucking gold star.
Going to church and just finishing his sentences like a know-it-all in class.
You're like,
It's so
raise your
funny.
hand in the back.
Listening. I know what he's going to say.
And then he's like, and God doesn't grant all wishes. Sometimes that can be a good thing. I was like, yeah, no, I knew you were going to say that one too. That's obvious.
I'm acing this fucking class.
You're like whispering to the people next to you what's next.
yeah. You should do that over scheduling.
But it's just like basic life lessons that I could see like Superman or like Captain America standing there and being like, sometimes listening is important. Like,
Well, okay, you could also make the argument that Superman was influenced by Jesus Christ.
which is where I ended up landing.
Okay,
Yeah,
first of all, put him in the podcast list. Top 100. So you ended up landing on that.
I ended up landing. Yeah. I think most superhero stories were based in the same story that the religion story was based in.
Were they trying to be like I don't feel like finishing that sentence.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Do you feel closer to God?
Nah, I don't.
Really? Do you
No.
feel farther from God?
No, I feel about the same distance. The only time I was ever really scared that I was like, fuck, what if I find God? It was when I went to the Vatican and I went to like fucking
Yeah.
what do you call it? St. Peter's, and I went to what's the Sistine Chapel and stuff like that. And I was like, right before I walked in the Sistine Chapel, I was legitimately terrified. I was
What
like,
you
what
considering?
if I fucking walk in here and I'm just like overcome with the Holy Spirit? Like, that would suck, dude. Like, if I just cross this threshold of a door and my future changes drastically,
Yeah.
that's not why I came to Italy. You know what I mean? I wanted an Aperol Spritz and a nice fucking hangout in the plaza. I came out fine. It actually was disgusting in there. I hated it.
Oh, really?
It just felt so much like Disney. Like, everyone was just like crammed in. It's so packed tight. They tell you before you walk in, like, no cameras, no taking pictures. Everyone's just snapping pictures.
Yeah.
I loved the Vatican, but I just, like, wasn't overcome with emotion at St. Peter or at the Sistine.
I do fear that they're going to get me. I think that because I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit, into these days. Like, I'm a big fan of believing in something because I don't like the feeling of being like, I got to do this all myself. So it's nice to be like, oh, I believe that the universe has my back, right? And then once you start believing in that, it's like, it's really like in manifesting and all that, it's really similar to religion. And it's really the same thing if you just replace the universe with God.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, I already have the foundation laid. And if I just feel the Holy Spirit one day, all of a sudden, I'm there. So I think that they might get me in the next, like, 5 years. But I'm actively trying to.
It usually comes at the end. Like, usually the older you get, the closer you get to God, because you start being like, I don't have a lot of options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right now, you're like, anything could happen. Who cares? I'm young. And then once you hit, like, 70, you start having health issues. You're like, God is real.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ready to be done.
It's also, I feel like if you get canceled, that's another highway to religion.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Canceled.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's kind of the only out these days is if you, like, you go away for a little bit and then you come back and you say, hey, guys, I found God. And then people can't get mad at you because then you're saying, I found God.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people definitely.
So if I get canceled, like, trust and believe I'm there. I'm with them.
When I was a kid, this girl in my neighborhood told me Santa wasn't real. And I clapped back, and her family's very Christian. And I was like, well, neither is God. And I started, like, a rift. And I didn't even, like, what I said was a way bigger deal than what she said, but I didn't know at the time. And I, like, caused, like, issues for that family.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, well, God's not real. She was like, Santa's not real. I was like, well, neither is God. And then she went back to her family, and she was like, is this true?
And then there was, like, a town issue about it?
Not like a town issue, maybe like a neighborhood issue. It was like Una told Emily that God's not real. And it's like, well, Emily told Una that Santa's not real.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very North Carolina story.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know what they said down the street? God's not real.
Exactly.
It is hard to be like, oh, okay, so yeah, the big man who comes down the chimney isn't real, but like the big man in the sky is.
But what does it matter if it's a big man or a universe? Like, if all the lessons are just like, hey, be nice.
A good person. Be a good person. That's
like, I guess it's like AA, where like if you need the weekly check-in, go fucking take that check-in.
Yeah.
But if you don't need it, if you can just be like, yeah, you should be generally nice to people.
Yeah. I actually really think that like religion is good for the most part. Like, I think it like seriously gives people hope, like all this.
Yeah.
And like, you know, again, if what I believe in like doesn't make sense either. So like, who's to say who's wrong, who's right, who's wrong? That being said, some people I feel like use it in like they're kind of like using it to not do good things.
That's most people.
Yeah. Like,
it feels like the idea. Like I also strongly, I think, believe in like institutions.
Yeah.
But I think they should be watched pretty closely. So things like the Catholic Church don't happen.
Yeah.
But like generally, I believe that people who are going to church and are regularly practicing religious people, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for here? Worshippers. I think they're largely, generally very good people.
Yeah.
A couple bad apples, just like the rapers.
Oh. just like the Reapers.
Well, I guess probably the same ones, really.
Big crossover. I agree. I think that like cults almost there's a period where like I could actually get with it because it's organized, it's institution, it's organized religion. And then you get to the point with the raping and, you know, it always really leads to rape. Like, you guys are so hellbound on that. But I almost feel like sometimes I can get behind a cult more than I can the Catholic Church. Don't quote me on that. Like, I mean, like, a very, like, okay, it starts with good intentions, not like I'm trying to take over the world.
Yeah. I think those are few and far between.
Though, yeah. I'm thinking of one specific cult that like I heard of that like started with good intentions and then it just turned bad.
I think they start as a club. with good intentions, and
Yeah.
then it becomes a cult once the intentions flip.
Wait, I actually want to take back my cult thing. I actually don't believe that in like cults at all.
They have to just it's like a name change. It's like they transition. It's like, guys, I don't think we really fit in the club category anymore.
Yeah.
That's more for like whimsy.
Yeah.
Seems like we're more focused on like having this guy bang all our wives for a while.
Yeah, they love the wife thing.
He says it makes him closer to God. I don't know.
Yeah, it's when they use it to control people. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, my moment of silence is the guy who I was obsessed with for no reason at all. Like, I don't know why. But I was like freshman year, for sophomore year, I was absolutely 100% positive I was gonna marry this kid. And he talked to me like 3 times, and I was seriously crazy about it. Like, I kissed him 1 time, I think, and I thought about him every single day. I was obsessed with him. He just got engaged this weekend.
I thought you were gonna say he died. I was ready to get excited.
No, holy fucking shit! Sorry.
It was a moment of silence,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Well, the moment of silence is for my, in some reality, my future with him. That was dead. He seriously, I don't think he would even remember who I am.
Really?
Yeah, there's.
Were you like hideous? Why do all these guys you had crushes on not even know who you are?
I think I just I kind of do this fun little thing where the second I like somebody, I never talk to them again because I don't want the opportunity to be rejected.
I go full neg. I'm gonna neg this person hard. They don't even know I exist.
Wait, neg.
Like when you're negging someone is you're like subtly undermining their confidences. So, you know what I mean? So I'll just go into the other room.
Oh, okay, that's a good tactic. Wait.
No, it's not a good tactic. It's the opposite of a good tactic. They don't know you exist.
Oh yeah, exactly. But it's so much easier when they don't know that you exist.
Yeah.
It's like, so now I can just live out this fantasy in my
She
head.
didn't reject me. She didn't even have the option.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even put that fucking offer on the table for her.
What sucks is when they get engaged, though, and then you see that on Instagram. So,
I never had that. I never had
Really? You think you still have a chance with them?
I never had someone who I was like, I guess it's more. I never had someone who I was like, I'm gonna marry this person. I had people I said that about, but not
Yeah.
honestly thought it.
Well, you're not even really a marriage.
No, I'm not one of those I don't believe in it or anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get married. Maybe I won't. I'm not super concerned about it. But I'm not one of those people marriage is evil and it's led to blah blah blah. Yeah. If you want to get married, get
You're a
fucking
big
married.
institution guy.
I'm a big institution guy. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
institutions have worked for a really long time
Yeah.
until they do bad things, and then you fucking smack them in the head, tell them to get in order.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have someone where I was like, oh, that was the one. That's the one that got away. Would have been nice to bang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we could have had some fun together, but I don't have someone I'm like, man, I thought we had a life we were gonna have.
Yeah. They also have a whole ranch together. That was my dream with him. Even
Was it
before
really?
he had a ranch. So it was kind of crazy. I feel like I manifested it for her.
He just heard about it. He's like, you know what's gonna really piss off Jackie? I'll get a fucking ranch.
I'm like,
too.
so you know who I am. So I have a chance. Yeah, anyways. All right, guys. Moment of silence. Moment of silence over.
Moment of silence over.
What?
Sorry for Jackie's life.
Yeah, for
That moment of silence was for you, really.
Yeah, just seriously, I could have a ranch right now. I could seriously be on a fucking horse right now.
Sit I'm in this stupid chair that's about to break on one of the 100 most influential podcasts of all time, and that's nice. All right, what else we got?
Do you guys have any moment of silences? Okay.
PHX is the first drink that combines everything I need in one can. This is not your typical energy drink. PHX gives me natural energy from green tea instead of that artificial caffeine garbage. Okay? Green tea. That's the move. With 0 sugar and 100% daily value of 8 essential vitamins for immunity, there's literally nothing else like it on the market that delivers this complete functionality. Whether you're crushing morning workouts or fighting through that brutal 3 p.m. crash, PHX has you covered. No jitters, no crash. Just sustained performance when it matters most. PHX is built for people like us who answer the call and need to be at our best when everything's on the line. We get knocked down, but we get up again. And PHX fuels that relentless mindset. That one doesn't stay on beat, but it does stay on factuality, if that's a word. Stop settling for drinks that only do one thing. Get PHX. It does everything. I like the wild berry flavor. Oh, that was on me. Thank you. Wild berry PHX right here. I'll give you a nice little crackle ASMR for you. Whee! Get PHX and fuel your hustle the complete way. Shop on drinkphx.com. Happy Gilmore returns. After 29 years, Adam Sandler brings his iconic and beloved character back to the green. Featuring Julie Bowen, Christopher McDonald, Benicio Antonio Ocasio-Martinez. Also features pro golfers Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler, Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas, and Will Zalatoris. I actually watched this last night, so I can speak with confidence on it. I thought it was unbelievable. I had a blast watching this movie. I think it was great. It's certainly a fan service movie, which is what it should be. If you're gonna wait 29 years to do a sequel, you can't like reboot the franchise, so to speak. This is more like you'll be watching this, and every time you're like, oh, I remember that. Oh, that was great. It's perfect. It's a great way to spend. I think it's like an hour 50. So go to your happy place and watch Happy Gilmore 2 now, only on Netflix. All right. I think that's all I got. We've been how long have we been going now?
54 minutes.
54.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
feel like that's
You got more?
no.
No. Una, you got a list?
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Oh wait, I was at the christening yesterday, and a little cookout afterwards. 100% of the people at that cookout were talking about South Park. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it. Like, it's obviously only half my family. It's half another family. Like, every table I sat at, people were like, geez. And maybe they're asking me because I work in this entertainment comedy industry to an extent. But, like, everyone talked to me about it. And I hadn't even seen it. So I went home and watched it. And I'm not like an anti-South Park guy. I've never been like, fuck that show. But I don't watch it. I'm not like a cartoons guy. That was really funny. That was a really fucking funny episode.
Which one did you watch?
The Trump one.
Got it.
Do you know what? So I didn't know anything. I knew what's happened in the news, but I didn't know what the episode was about at all. And it was. Do you know what's happened with like Paramount and Skydance and stuff like that?
No.
So Paramount and Skydance are two studios that were merging, and it was, I guess, told. This is all what I've heard, so I don't know. Look it up yourself before you have any strong emotions about it. But the Skydance and they were going to merge, but a merger of that size takes government approval because it's got to be like you're not going to be a monopoly and that kind of shit. So, and it was told to them, made clear to them. They heard through the grapevine, whatever it is, that if you're not in Trump's good graces, this merger will not be approved.
Oh.
So that's when CBS settled the $16 million lawsuit about the Kamala 60 Minutes interview.
Isn't that ironically like a monopoly within itself? Like having one guy or one...
I think you could probably get there on it's a little
okay.
corruption.
Yeah, okay.
But it was made clear, if you're not in Trump's good graces, this murder's not going through.
Yeah.
One of the things left on the docket was the $16 million lawsuit with CBS, which Paramount owns. They were like, just fucking give it to him. Just settle it. Give him the $16 million. This merger's worth $8 billion. Who gives a fuck about $16 million?
Okay, yeah.
Give it to him. Get it off the docket. So they did that. And then I think a few days later, on top of that, they fired Stephen Colbert, which, again, everyone's talked about that. I'm sure everyone has statistics and evidence that back up their argument. I think there was some... I'm sure the show wasn't doing great financially, but, like, I don't think they randomly decided to fire him for no fucking reason at that time. And then the merger gets approved, and with the merger, Paramount buys back South Park, which they didn't have the rights. So they buy back the streaming rights for $1.5 billion. So Matt Stone and Trey Parker get $1.5 billion for the rights to South Park. Or I don't know if they specifically get it, but that's what the rights to South Park cost.
Is this crazy that I didn't know this? Like, am I like really out of the loop?
No, because I learned it all yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
And they get $1.5 billion. Again, whatever. I don't know how much they get, but that's what the price was to get South Park back.
Yeah.
And if we get South Park back and do 50 more episodes, and then the first episode that week, they go hard on Trump. They go to the point where like it is at times I was watching it going, "Ooh, we are going pretty over the top here," and I think that's why it caused such a rift where like everyone's been trying to make fun of Trump within the rules for 10 years, and it's all just bounced off him like ricochet, and now people went over the top like he tends to do. And it seemed, again, judging, I wasn't going to watch it, judging by how everyone acted at this cocktail party, whatever. I was like, I got to go home and see this.
Yeah.
They show him. He's fucking Satan. Like, he's banging Satan. He's in bed with Satan. He's naked. He's got his tiny little dick. At the end of the episode, they had just a Trump impersonator, I guess. I don't know if it was AI or... It's a guy who looks exactly like Trump.
Yeah.
Naked, tiny little dick.
Wait, like... South Park is like cartoons, so is it like...
No, like the last clip is just a real human.
Oh.
Again, maybe it's AI. I don't know, but like it looks identical. I'm sure it's not Donald Trump himself.
Yeah.
But it's someone who looks identical to him with just the most disgusting dick you'll ever see in your life. Like, it's red and like bulbous. It's a horrible looking dick. And it was like, it was just really funny. I thought it was a great episode. I thought it was accurate and good and all that stuff. But it's very funny. I recommend people watch it.
What else do they say about it? Like, other than the fucking Satan, like...
Just, I mean, they're just saying, like, you know, he's only doing policies that help himself.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
He was, they're like rednecks who are like, we only voted for him so we could say again. Now he's just being it was very, very funny.
Okay, I'll have to watch it. That's the only episode of South Park you've ever seen?
No, I've seen them
Oh, yeah.
throughout. Like, yeah, I think this is season 27.
Yeah.
So like I've seen them when I was very young. We watched them. Like I watched like me and my friend used to like go into like his parents' basement
Yeah.
and like access their South Park, and we'd watch that. But like when I stopped watching cartoons, I kind of stopped watching South Park.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Turns out 27 seasons in, they got some good stuff over
yeah,
there.
Yeah. They, the same guy who like put on Batman while we hooked up also was obsessed with South Park and put on South Park while we hooked up. So I have hooked up to South Park. It was kind of a good background noise. Like, I fucked with it kind of more than Batman. At least he wasn't like quoting Joker, whatever.
I don't know what the weirdest background thing I've ever had on. In my old age, I'm like, we gotta turn the TV off.
Yeah. I sometimes feel like it's too quiet. Like, there's got to be something.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't need to hear Selena Meyer's voice in the background.
Yeah.
Right now.
No, but like I would prefer that.
Wait, you like it?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Cause I don't like when there is a moment of silence, and then it's like, Gary, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why we need that on. Like, the remote's right here. I'll just turn it off.
Yeah. But then it's just like then I'm so, I don't know. It's too much like slapping. And, like, it's just,
I will say I hate when like a rhythm starts.
Yeah.
like be it like the bed hitting the wall or the mattress squeaking. I'm like, that thing's gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm gonna lose all that's how white I am. When I notice a rhythm, I'm like, that's gonna throw me off.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, it's like in Dune how like they try to not they can't like move rhythmically throughout the sand, or else it will like bring the worms or whatever. I feel like that it's like once it brings like a rhythm, then my head's out of the game and I'm like,
it's got to be the worst way to fuck. Like, I think getting fucked by somebody like, look, this is not going to be super enjoyable, but I don't like rhythm. So like, I'll go slow for a few, hard for a few. I'll pull it out for a bit. Like, I'm going to keep you guessing on this one.
I'm going to keep the tempo low and then we're going to go high. Like, I really can't. It's just, I would much rather have Selena Meyer's voice in the background than like be focusing on the rhythm. And like just like talking, like then I feel more like pressure to like be really vocal, and then I just get in my head. Like, just put on South Park, please. Anyways,
Una's list.
Yeah. You can now Venmo the United States to pay off the national debt.
I saw that. Is that real?
It's real. I thought it wasn't real. It's on the website of the government. It's on the government website.
We are a fucking welfare-ass country, huh?
I saw a tweet about it that was like the writers from The Onion are killing themselves. They have nothing left.
Like, it was bad enough when like just all healthcare was GoFundMe. Now we're just paying extra taxes through a fucking.
Can I?
I know, extra taxes. That's literally what it is.
That's just, right. I mean, like, what else would you possibly call it? It's just extra taxes. Why are people willingly paying extra taxes?
Yeah. I mean, I've been very vocal about my debt, and I just can I pitch that before you pay off the government debt? Like, if you're a listener, can you just I'll put my Venmo in the bio.
Pop a QR code on screen right now.
Like, yeah, seriously. And like, feel free to Venmo me. I seriously really need it right now. And because hey, if you really want to pay the government that bad, I owe the government $4,000 of taxes because I fucking checked the wrong box and I've been paying California taxes this whole time. So I have to pay $4,000 in actually 2 days, which it's like, all right, well, the money's not going to be there. So good luck taking $4,000 from me. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be sharing my finances like that. But if you want to pay the government so bad, please pay me first and then I'll pay to the government.
That makes sense.
Right?
Give him it. I'll get it to him.
I'll get it to him.
In due time, I will get it to him.
Yeah. You tax lovers, like let me deal with this. I think during jury duty, they like gave us pens, and then at the end of the day, they're like, hey, like we need those pens back, and then I was like, no, it's a good pen, like I'm gonna keep the pen, and then they go, hey guys, seriously, like our pen budget, we've maxed out on our pen budget, like we have 5 pens that have not been returned. Like we need every single pen. We have no more pen budget left. So then I try again. I was like, okay, the pen budget, like seriously, like the government can't be doing that bad. Like whatever. And then they go, we still have 1 pen that we have not returned. I'm not fucking kidding about the pen budget. We have no more pen budget left. Give us back that pen. So I had to like awkwardly come and return the pen.
On the 7th time they asked, like, it was in my pocket the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
What kind of pen was it? Why didn't you take a picture of the pen?
Like a really normal, like our pen budget in New York seriously must be atrocious because it was like a bad pen, like a shitty pen.
Then why are you trying to steal it?
Because I don't have any pens.
Little memory of like this was jury duty.
Yeah, well, like I want a little memory, and like I don't have any pens, so then whenever I get a free pen, because my pen budget is 0, so then whenever I get like a free pen, like that's one of those things. Like pens and socks is like I refuse to buy myself because there's so many opportunities to get free ones. And I don't really know myself, and like it's such a non-fun.
Where are you getting free socks?
I don't know. I guess not free socks, but like it's such
What did you just say to me? Why did you just say that?
I don't know.
I don't like buying pens or socks because they're so easy to get.
I feel
Where
like
are you getting socks?
I feel like I'm always stumbling into free socks.
It's the opposite for me. My socks are always disappearing.
I think that's the normal take on socks. Where are you just acquiring socks from?
Because I've never.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go.
I asked this on the podcast somewhat recently, where I was like, is stealing socks a thing? Because I've noticed women wearing my socks lately. Is that where you're getting socks?
I'm getting all the free socks.
Is that where you're getting them?
No,
okay.
no. But like I could definitely see the allure of that because again, I refuse. It's just something that's so not fun to buy for yourself. I probably only bought socks for myself twice in my life, and I have a whole, set of socks. So, ergo, math. I'm clearly getting free socks. Like how many times have you guys actually bought socks? We're always getting free socks, and you're just not.
Look, your argument of the fact that you've only bought socks twice and you have a full sock drawer is tough to combat. I'll admit that. I don't really have an answer for you there. I don't know where you're getting the socks. I buy socks fairly regularly.
I buy them all the time, and I never have them.
I'm like every 6 months. I have it in my Amazon order.
Twice a year.
The socks
Same.
I like, every 6 months, I just throw my socks away. I get those new ones just because I don't like when the elastic starts to slip and stuff like that.
Okay, well, Steve, how often do you buy socks? Okay, shut the fuck up, guys. Shut the fuck up. I because you guys don't trust in the ability of the universe enough to give you free socks. Like, if you just put your trust a little bit and like, I'm gonna get a pair of free socks. You're gonna get a pair of free socks. Like we were able to do a whole like Barstool merch order for Barstool Beach House. Best to believe I fucking racked up the socks.
Oh, I didn't even look at this socks.
Yeah, because you guys aren't trying capitalizing on your opportunities to get free socks enough.
You're losing socks. All your finance guys are like, look, I was trying to talk about crypto, but you would not stop talking about acquiring socks.
I've had a guy take my socks.
Really?
Because, yeah. I do have really good socks. They're the Ralph Lauren ones, and they're like...
Oh, okay, money bags?
Una's gonna come
pop
on
over that Venmo
No,
with me.
but they're like a really comfy. And I saw a guy wearing my socks. I was like, where'd you get those? And because it was a guy I'd been like hanging out with a few times. And he was like, oh, I bought them. And I was like, well, I've only seen you wear them once. And like, they come in a pair of like a pack of 12, so I know you'd have more, basically. And he was like, I took them from your house one time. He admitted it, yeah. Ankle socks from me.
That's so crazy.
I like you just saying, like, you're not, you guys as in us, you're not believing in the universe and your ability to get free socks. Because of when we were talking religion earlier, you just said you could flip it.
Yeah.
Like, if you just flip universe and God, like, so Jackie just told us was you're not putting enough trust in God to get you your free socks.
If God will listen to your prayers and God will give you free socks if you ask. Seriously though, like, even stealing socks, like what that guy did, he believes in the power
Don't
of
say
God
the
to give him
right.
free socks. Because it's like you can just steal them.
You're describing theft
Yeah.
and thanking God.
I guess if the power of God is stealing, then yes.
But that's how the rapers do it. Is they, like, they just say it's the power of God to commit crimes. Like that's how religion goes. Anyways, God, I really need a new pair of socks. Seriously,
$4,000.
$4,000 and a new pen while you're at it. Anyways,
Una, what do you got too?
Yeah, I have another good one. Speaking of rapers, so in like the court for the Idaho murder guy,
yeah.
not that he's a raper, but they basically did like final.
Don't want to besmirch the man.
Yeah. He just killed 4 people. There was no penetration that I know of. The victims' like families got to give their final statements, as Nate called it. Like they just did like a roast on him, basically. Mm. And have you guys heard this?
I've heard about
Oh,
it. I've not heard the quotes.
So,
I've heard about
so
it.
there's a bunch of funny quotes where they just like laid into him, basically, which is what one does. But the mom of one of the victims said to him, "You may have received A's in high school, but you're going to be getting big D's in prison."
No way.
Bars.
And I was like, damn, she ate that. And all the comments were like, we should not be joking about this. I was like, I think this is pretty funny.
I think women are allowed to joke about men getting raped.
Yeah.
I think you guys earned it.
Because,
Really?
yeah.
It reminds me of like the school shooter who's a sorry, why am I
Nicholas
forgetting?
Cruz. Or whoever his name is.
Yeah, maybe.
He was Florida. He was fucking Stoneman Douglas.
Okay, there was some school shooter, like one of the big ones, and he sat in court.
Mount
and-
Rushmore.
Well, yeah, one of Mount Rushmore, exactly. And he top 100 podcast. Exactly. He was like sitting in court and like he was a psychopath, so like he didn't feel any remorse. And like I think all the parents were going up and trying to like make this kid feel some kind of remorse, and was crying, being like, "You like killed my kid, like I'm so sad. I loved my kid so much, like blah blah blah," trying to guilt the guy, trying whatever. Nothing was working. Like he wore a mask the whole time. He was not seeming empathetic at all. And then one mom just gets up there and she's like, "You're about to get so fucking raped in jail."
So raped.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like actually like sorry if I am saying rape a lot this episode. Like, it's probably not cool. But she was like, "You're about to get so raped in jail. It's not even funny. You're skinny. You're like you're like prime meat for them or whatever. You know, like you will not have a fun time." And it was the only time that he kind of looked like scared. And she just went in, and I was like, bars, like baller.
So raped is insane.
They're gonna use you as their like. She said something that was just like, "Oh my
They're
god."
gonna use you? Oh my god. What's this woman getting her fucking dialogue from porns?
Yeah, was she like wet? Like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. You're gonna be their little schoolgirl.
I'm glad you don't remember which one that was specifically.
Yeah, well,
I think it makes it funnier. I think if we could picture him exactly, it'd be like, I don't know if it's as funny.
It's like
It's just in my head. It's just some vague mass shooting, which happened pretty regularly.
Yeah,
so
it's all
could be one of plenty.
it was dark long hair guy. Like,
Central casting.
yep, exactly. Like, it really could have been any of them.
Una 3.
The ex-Knicks player just got arrested for fraud. Marcus Morris Sr.
Nah. Next.
Okay. The girl getting fingered at the Yankees game.
Didn't see this.
Allegedly,
Didn't see
you gotta
this,
look up this video. I didn't even know she was
I
getting
did see
fingered,
an
or if there
email.
was like a vibrator in her, like pants. It looked like she was having a seizure. Yeah,
And,
just watch.
oh,
Just keep watching.
I don't know how, like, I have such respect for Philly. I don't know how they do it. Every time, like, if there's a fan doing something grotesque in the crowd, they're gonna be wearing Philly gear. Like, it's just the way the world works. Like, every time people talk about Philly, I'm always like, it's not that bad. You're being a little hard on them.
Yeah.
And then 6 weeks later, it's a viral video of some monster in the stands at a sporting event, and they're in a Phillies hat. Like, it's 100% of the time, people from Philly don't know how to act in public. It's crazy. And I love this lady. I love this guy. I think look, if you're gonna be doing it, the 300 is where you have to do it. Like, I'll give them credit for that.
That's a good point.
They're doing it in the most polite place possible.
Yeah.
Which is 300s. They found some room, right? This is like, they're in the beach. They went to the dunes to fuck, at least. Like, you got to give them credit for that. They're not fucking right at the fucking where the ocean comes in. They're like, look, we're gonna be a little back here. We're trying. If you guys could not invade our privacy, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be. They're old. Like, I get doing this stuff when you're, who hasn't felt around in the dark of a movie theater before?
Yeah.
But this is the bright lights at Yankee Stadium, I think.
Like, really in public. I guess it actually, like, kind of makes it better that it's Phillies. I don't know why I give them more of a pass, but it's just kind of like...
It's like, yeah, this is what's going to happen during a Philly game.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get
Don't
fucked.
go to a Philly game if you don't want to see somebody get fingered.
Or don't go to an event where a Philly team is playing. Because I think this is at Yankee Stadium.
Got it. That's really cool. Wait, so it's unclear if he's fingering her.
That's what I couldn't figure out, or if she was just all on her own, just mental.
Dude, imagine that.
Stimulation.
If he's just like... If it's just his thing with his girlfriend that just pisses him off, but he's like, I'll just ignore it. She does, like,
It kind of looks like that.
She's just always fucking herself in public. Like that. It's just the thing he deals with. Like most guys, like, yeah, my girlfriend, she likes her makeup is always 15 minutes late. It's always 15 minutes late.
Everyone has their things.
And he's like, yeah, I don't know. She's just always blasting herself in the 300s. Every time we go, she's like, I got the tickets. I got my vibrator. Let's go to the game, babe.
But this bitch is always on time. And she is never 15 minutes late. It's like,
Maybe it's like you at workout classes, her at baseball games.
That's so true.
What is that?
You were at that.
We had so much fun when you were gone.
That's the way it usually goes.
No,
No, that's not
I just I just get corgasms.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's just like
Jackie comes when she works out.
Yeah, like 3 times a workout class.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know if
to
I'm
open this can of
God's
worms.
favorite or if I
God's favorite.
and I'm a holy woman, so free socks.
Like at a standard workout class?
Yeah. Well, so it's any time that I think
I don't know how much you guys talked about it, so we don't have to go full into detail.
No. I
again.
mean, like, I'll just, give you the spark notes. Like, the first time I orgasmed was when I was 7. So it's like there's something, because I was, like, on the monkey bars. So there's something, like, wrong with my pelvic floor I know of. And I remember being like, hey, guys, do you get, like, a weird, like, tingly feeling when you're on the monkey bars? And I was like, no. What? Turns out it was an orgasm. Like, I was orgasming the whole time. So it's something about when my pelvis is above my, like, stomach, my belly button. And then when that muscle's tired, which is, like, by the way, it sounds very, complicated. It's like 30% of core exercises. So if I can avoid those core exercises, then I don't orgasm. But it's very hard to avoid the core exercises that give me the orgasms. So I end up, like, orgasming, like, 3 times a workout class.
So, like, let's picture Jackie's bedroom. You're having some sex. You're like, this isn't gonna work out. Like, just finish. Go ahead. And then you just go hang on a chin-up bar. Like, you finish. I got this. You're in the corner.
Babe, you're so good. Yeah.
Like, dude, if you get a pull-up bar in your house just to come, that's unbelievable.
Pull-up bars, they don't really.
You gotta be swinging. You gotta be swinging from monkey bar
like
to monkey
I would
bar.
have to do a lot of pull-ups, and like I don't have the arm strength to be
Well,
doing
I'm not
that.
saying you'd be doing pull-ups, but you can do
Yeah,
like
you
a
can
monkey,
do the
whatever
hanging,
monkey
yeah.
bar like exercise.
Yeah,
is,
exactly. Yeah, I try not to tell people about it because I don't want to, like, if somebody comes to a workout class with me, I don't want to, like, make them uncomfortable.
Yo, you guys want to hit Pilates? You're like, God damn, no, you're so loud.
No, but I like learned to like stifle it. I don't. It feels weird to like.
Jackie brings a TV. She puts on South Park in the background of her workout classes.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, you guys are gonna want this extra noise.
Jackie will not get in the rhythm during Pilates. She's like, I cannot do the rhythm thing.
Yeah. I don't even associate orgasms with sex. Like I just associate them with working out with like a sick app. And you would think I would have like a six pack. Like it almost is like harder to get like abs, whatever. Anyways, it's also a normal orgasm's better than a coregasm. I was wondering, like, but
I prefer clitoral, then G spot, then core.
I would rank them top 100 podcasts. All right, what's next?
I mean, that was kind of all I got. I will say, I figured out my poop thing is also some sort of pelvic floor thing. And we can both only orgasm when our legs are straight. So I think we both need to go to a pelvic floor doctor. Yeah.
You guys are fucked, huh?
Yeah.
What?
You guys are just two like weird broken bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel blessed that like mine's like I get orgasms when I work out.
You
and
get
yours is, like,
you get the good pelvic floor. Mine's like I can't orgasm and I poop a lot.
God's favorite. That's what you guys get for not trusting and
We're
believing in the
literally
power of
God's
God.
favorite, at least favorite.
And he gives me free socks. Like,
He
All
takes
right.
my socks.
yeah.
That's the podcast. That was a funny podcast. See you later.
See you later.